Well, hello there. I'm tntulak, and this is Filmmakering Like a Boss. Now, I don't claim to be an expert, but I am an award-winning filmmaker, and I have a passion for filmmaking, which is really all you need to get started. Now, we've talked about camera placement and camera angles, but in this episode, we're going to start talking about camera movement. Now, there are many reasons to move your camera, which means that the placement, the angle, and the movement of your camera all become active ingredients in telling your story. The main, most often reason to move your camera is to follow a character as they move within the scene. And there are many ways in which you can do this. As the director, it's up to you to decide which one of these ways is the best one for your scene. Now, first up is the basic pan. This is where your camera stays stationary in one spot, but turns on the spot to follow the character as they move. Essentially, this is having your camera on a tripod and then turning the tripod. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, this type of movement feels a little lazy. Now, there's nothing innately wrong with it. As I said, this is just my opinion, and the main thing to remember about being a filmmaker is that everyone has an opinion. No matter who you talk to, they're going to have an opinion about what you're doing. And you just can't please everyone. The moment you start taking everyone else's opinions over your own is the moment that it stops becoming your project and becomes their project. You want to make sure that you please yourself first. You do you. You gotta be happy with your project before other people are. But in my opinion, this feels kind of lazy because anyone can do it. Anybody can put a camera on a tripod and turn the tripod. It doesn't really require a whole lot of creative planning. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with this method. It's used very often. I just try to find more creative ways to follow the character. What I'm hoping to accomplish here is encourage you to get creative with your camera movements instead of just playing it safe. Now let's explore some other reasons why one might move their camera, like for example, to introduce a character, as we can see in this clip from my very first short film, which admittedly is just pivoting the stationary camera on the tripod.
Come on, Tom. Get a better boom op or something, dang.
Sorry.
I move away from the mic to breathe, jeez.
You can also show the spatial relationship between characters, like in this scene from one of my recent short films.
Wait.
You can use it to explore an environment, like in this clip from Back to the Future. The phrase mise en set refers to everything that is on the set, which in filmmaking refers to, basically means everything that is in the shot. The audience can only see what is in the shot. So another great reason to move your camera is to reveal something that is important to the scene but wasn't in the shot a second ago, the dramatic reveal. As we can see in this clip from my most recent short film, Who Dun 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 It, which was just finished last month and is currently being submitted to film festivals. Wink, 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 double wink.
We've got to figure out who had the proper motive.
What? You're not actually playing this stupid game, are you?
Yes, we must. What the devil are you doing?
Now, I have a lot more to say about this, but I just can't give it all away in one video. So, hit that subscribe button so you can follow along in the next episode of Filmmakering Like a Boss.
Hey, I owe you!
Here at the end screen, I'd like to invite you to see some of my filmmakering in action by clicking on one of these links over here. I would also like to invite you to consider supporting Easily Amused Group Productions on Patreon, as we did just finish production on a big short film and are currently submitting to film festivals, and your support does go a long way to help us achieve that goal. And thank you for watching the Easily Amused Group, the show that is clearly not a golfer.